It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans on Sunday night.
In the only building this franchise has ever known, we're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the fifth-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Tua now from the gun. He's finds Smith. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down carry for A-Chan. Juke the defender. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted 2nd in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. This return makes it up to the 25. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins break the tie here in the 1st. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out.
All right.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting it to Nico Collins. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Dolphins football. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they bring him down around the 34. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense going to make some adjustments at halftime.
HN again on second. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. He's got a gain of 6 there. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
Third down run from A-Chain. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is complete to Schultz. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans reduce the lead to just 4. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hill now to return it. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Foley, Fatukasi there to make the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running left, here's Achane. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and Hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Tua out of the pistol. Finds his fullback.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
The give on 3rd and Mostert. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, here's Tua. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A-chain on the inside give. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 4. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Tagovailoa on first down. Hauled in by Waddle. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Pass taken in by Diggs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Stroud off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Mixon on second down. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Tua off the play fake. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Texans football. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On play action, here's Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, ball at the 36. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Schultz with the catch. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They go play action here. Headed out right. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans face a 4-point deficit. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Achane, a 1st down carry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Dolphins with a chance to add to their lead. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Berrios makes the catch. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tua now from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And 4th and 4 coming up. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered.
He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Nixon on the counter. And he takes it up to about the 6 for a short gain. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got it near midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw, Tua. Got his target, it's Hill. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. On target to his man, Berrios. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They kick the running back in motion. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Connection made to Dell. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. That brings us to the break. The visiting Dolphins holding an early advantage. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the give to Mixon. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Keeping it with Mixon. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. On the ground again with Mixon. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. On the carry, this is Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On now comes their punter. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The Dolphins returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he has done all that they've asked for him. Shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard game. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by HOU. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He's on the move. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning left is Berrios. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd down carry for HOU. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. He gets them the yard back, but still behind the sticks. Upcoming 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Achane on the toss right. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
2nd and 8. This finds Smith. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Motioning left is their running back. He's got Smith. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Running back sent in motion. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. The back's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Hits him on the out route. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go.
On the option, here's Mixon. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Pass caught by Mixon. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Mixon can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Again, the give to Mixon. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with HOU. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with HOU. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Continuing to move past the 45. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A-Chain on the inside give. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 36. On target to Waddle. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's Tua. Throwing this back in the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. They don't get anything on first, and now they face 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hauled in by Waddle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with A-Chain. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Here's A-Chain. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This is complete to Schultz. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Now we're on the draw with Mixon. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a 1st for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud throwing here on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins finally see the return stopped. They're going to take over following the interception at the 45-yard line.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Miami offense headed out there now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for HOU. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Dolphins about set to celebrate this win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. HOU again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Third down run from HOU. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.